وَمَا آتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Whatever the messenger tells you to take, take it. Whatever it tells you to stay away from it. If you read the tafsir of this ayah, inside Surah Al-Hashr that we find, the 59th chapter of Quran, either verse number 7 or 9, if my memory serves me correctly stage, you look at the tafsir of Ibn Kathir. You find a woman by the name of Yaqub. She came to Abdullah bin Mas'ud. Abdullah bin Mas'ud said to her, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed those women. Look at these practices that are common today. You know, sometimes we think people carry out practices that are very strange, and people listen to music, doing these actions, they never existed before. You know, some of these things existed then as well. He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed those women who pluck their eyebrows. And you don't notice that today? Sisters wearing hijab and shaping their eyebrows, whatever it may be. And if you read the ayat of hijab, you find something very, very strange. When they used to wear hijab, you find that their chest used to show, their earlobes used to show, their earrings used to show, the upper part of the neck used to show. That is a hijab of jahiliyyah. Guess what? Don't you see that today in the streets? Though that is a hijab of jahiliyyah, women of jahiliyyah, and the Arab practices used to just wear a bandana on their head or just wear a scarf on their head, show their necks, show their chest, show their earlobe, show their beauty. Then the ayat in the Quran came telling the women to cover themselves appropriately. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed those women who pluck their eyebrows, who place gaps inside their teeth to beautify themselves, who make attachments to their hair or somebody attaches it, and likewise you find them tattooing any of their bodies, whatever it may be. So Yaqub, she said that, where is this inside the Quran? So Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, go and read the Quran, you'll find it inside there. She said, look, I've read the Quran cover to cover. And you know what? There is no verse in the Quran. There is no verse in the Quran that says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed those women who do such actions. It doesn't exist. But look what he said to her. He said, لو قرأت قول الله سبحانه وتعالى. If you read this ayah from the Quran, you would have found it. What is that ayah? وَمَا آتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوهُ. Whatever the messenger tells you to take, take it. Whatever it tells you to stay away from it. That's why people known as Quraniyun, who don't believe in the Sunnah. We as Muslims, what is the meaning of Ahlul Sunnah? Is people who believe in the Quran and the Sunnah. The Sunnah explains what? Explains the Quran. وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ إِلَيْهِمْ وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. We send down the dhikr that you may begin to explain the dhikr. Dhikr is min asma'il Quran. It's amongst the names of the Quran. We've sent down the dhikr, the Quran, and you may begin to explain the Quran. Who explains the Quran? Who gives the best explanation? Is none other than the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you find, he mentioned this verse to her, but she still couldn't take it. Just like today you tell your sisters, don't do this action, don't do this action. They become angry, they get upset. These are words from the hadith. They're not our words, they're words from the hadith. So she turned around and said to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, I see your wife doing it. Okay, trying to blame his wife. He said that, go back and look at my wife. If you find my family doing it, then I would divorce her. Because obviously she was trying to get her own back, so maybe she does it. So just like today you find out so-and-so does it, so-and-so does it, so-and-so comes on TV does it, and so-and-so's wife does it. So what? Are you supposed to be obeying them? Are you supposed to obey Allah and His Messenger? Who are you supposed to obey? Or because the fashion models tell you to dress like this, wear your hijab like this, keep it like this, your role model is who? Ummahatul Mu'mineen. Your role model is the mothers of the believers, the wives of the Prophet Muhammad. They are a role model. Just like for men, our role model is to look at the Prophet Muhammad, how he dressed, how he behaved, and to emulate that inside our life. And likewise, for respected sisters, to look at the wives of the Prophet. They are mothers. To look at them, to see how they dress, how they behave, to learn from them. So we find that this concept of the belief in the last day will create that awareness of carrying out those actions.